We were childhood friends, running a trucking business together, a net profit of over $350,000 a year. At the end of year split, he tossed me an envelope with $8,000 cash. Buddy, he said, you don't own the rig. This is for your trouble. I looked at him and his wife, celebrating their new BMW and their new house, and I smiled as I took the money. What he didn't know was that over the years, I hadn't just memorized every route. I had gotten to know every single client. The day I rolled up in my own tractor trailer and snatched his biggest contract right from under him, he completely lost his mind. The late year wind bit hard, kicking up dust that felt like sand against my face. Rick shoved a thick envelope into my hand and clapped me on the shoulder. Mark, my man, it's been a long year. His voice was thick with booze and a condescending sort of charity. I squeezed the envelope. It wasn't thin, but it wasn't fat either. The bills inside were so crisp they felt sharp. Rick, what's this? $8,000. A little something for your trouble. He grinned, showing off teeth stained yellow from years of smoking and drinking. It was a good year. We cleared $350,000 net. You don't have a truck in the game, you're just riding along, so that's a damn good piece of change for you. $350,000, $8,000. The two numbers exploded in my head, leaving a dull ringing in their wake. My heart plummeted, a lead weight in my chest. His wife, Brenda, clung to his arm, dangling the keys to a brand new BMW. The blue and white logo seemed to burn into my eyes. Mark, you just keep working hard for my Rick next year, and we'll take care of you. Her hand, with its fire engine red nails, fished a set of house keys from her purse. She tapped them against the floor plan of their new home. This one's 1,800 square feet. We close next week. You'll have to come to the housewarming. I watched the raw, unfiltered happiness and pride spilling off them. I felt like a ghost at their feast, a complete and utter joke. I forced the corners of my mouth into a smile that felt like cracking plaster. Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Brenda. I stuffed the $8,000 into my pocket. My hands were steady, but my fingernails were digging so deep into my palms, I thought I might draw blood. The dinner was at the nicest steakhouse in town. The private room was stuffy with heat, and the food on the table was arranged like art. I had zero appetite. My mind drifted back to the endless days and nights on the road. The summers, when the cab was a steam box with no AC, and I had to chug lukewarm water and pinch my own thigh just to stay awake. The winters, when we were snowed in on some godforsaken mountain pass, gnawing on frozen sandwiches for 2 straight days. I once drove for 3 days straight to make a rush delivery, my eyes so bloodshot the whole world seemed to shimmer and shake. And where was Rick during all of that? He was at home, tucked into his warm bed, AC blasting, making the occasional phone call to manage me remotely. Mark, keep an eye on that load. Can't have any issues. Mark, schmooze the guys at the dock. Get them to move faster. Mark, the client needs a little something extra. You know what to do. I was the one who had to know what to do. I was the one who had to keep an eye on things. I was the one changing tires in a blizzard and laying down planks in the mud, and he was the boss, reaping all the rewards. All because the title of that tractor trailer had his name on it. Here, Mark, have some lobster. You need to put some meat on your bones. You're all skin and bones from the road, Brenda said, dropping a piece into my bowl with the kind of pity you'd show a distant, poor relative. Yeah, trucking's a tough life, Rick chimed in, taking a sip of his whiskey. But that's what being a man is about. You gotta have something to strive for. His something to strive for was the BMW key fob in his hand, and the new house keys in his wife's. My something to strive for was the $8,000 in my pocket, my trouble money. I kept my head down, pushing rice around my bowl, saying nothing. Every grain felt like sand scratching my throat. Humiliation and rage churned in my gut.
Click the link in my bio to get the full story for free.